We're getting older now, but we all remember the video games that mean the most to us. From Earthbound to Zelda and everything in between. Join me, Metroids Primed, as I take you on a journey to show you the video games that changed my life. Hey guys, welcome back for another episode. Well, Friday I picked up the new Xbox One and the Zelda Edition 3DS XL, and I've had a couple days to play each system, and I just want to give my first thoughts and impressions on both systems. So let's start off with the Xbox One. I opened up the Xbox One first, and I will say this, that a lot of people kind of knock the design of the Xbox One. It is large, but I must say, I was pretty impressed with the way it looks. It's a nice system. It is larger, but it's very quiet. One of the first few things I noticed with the Xbox One was the new dashboard system. And it took a little while to get used to it, but I actually kind of like it. And I tried to navigate the system using the Kinect. And one of the hang-ups with the Kinect is that you've got to use exact commands. Unlike Siri or whatever, where they can kind of generalize what you're looking for, you have to use like exact commands to turn on and off the system, to go places, to go to a game. So instead of saying like, I want to play Forza Motorsport, you have to say Xbox go to Forza Motorsport 5. And I think that's something that they can patch later on in the updates or whatever, but it was all little small things I noticed, the problems I had with it, but it's something they definitely can fix pretty easily, so I definitely wasn't hung up with that. But overall I was very impressed with it. It definitely felt very next gen, just being able to control the system and all that. Like, I love when I walk in a room I can say Xbox One, it turns on my TV and the Xbox, and it's ready to go. Other than that, one little complaint, that's the only thing I had with the dashboard system, but I got 3 games for the system, and first one was Rise, Son of Rome, I got Forza Motorsport 5, and then I got Battlefield. And I played a little bit of Rise, and Rise seems it's repetitive in parts, but there's some really nice things they did there. It looks great visually. And need to spend some more time before I really make a determination on that. But I spent a majority of my time playing Forza Motorsport 5, and wow, this is a great game. I've never been a big fan of racing games, but wow, this one has really just kept my attention on it and just kept me playing it non-stop. And I really enjoyed this game a lot. And Battlefield 4, I haven't really played as much as I'd like to of this, but right now I just have so many games, it's hard to get to any one game and spend a lot of time on it. And one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick was the controller. And a lot of people have talked about the Xbox One controller, but this controller feels great in your hand, and I can't say enough about the rumble feature and the triggers, because it really changes the way you game, especially in Forza. When you gas up too much, you can feel the feedback when you're going too much or when you brake too hard, and it really changes the way you play the game. The one drawback I would say with this new controller is the bumpers, the left and right bumpers. They're a little bit raised and a little hard to press down, and if I had one thing to complain about, it would be that. And one thing I do like is the new D-pad. It feels very clicky and very easy to use, so I like that with the new Xbox. But a really good controller overall. Was really impressed with it. And like I said, playing Forza, it definitely had some really cool aspects to it. And also, while I was playing Rise, they kind of integrated the Kinect in a really neat way. Playing a battle scene, was fighting somebody, and you can actually order your troops to fire, say fire, and of course you can press a button and do it if you wanted to, but it gives another level of interaction. I like that. I like the interaction with the rumble on the triggers, and I think what's really neat about this new generation of gaming is every one of the systems kind of does something different. The Xbox controller has the rumble feature and the triggers, and also has the Kinect that you can interact with. PlayStation has a touch sensor on their controller. That's really neat, and they also have a Kinect camera, or their PS camera. And also, the Wii U has basically a tablet that you're playing with, and it's got touch feature on it. So, every system kind of does a little something different, and I think that's really neat for this system of gaming. But overall, I'm really impressed with the Xbox One. The games to start off with were really great. Was really excited to get and play Killer Instinct, and it's got a really deep tutorial system. I think once they add some more characters, they'll integrate an arcade mode where you can go through. Right now it's called survival mode, but they'll do like a traditional arcade mode. Now I got the Ultra Edition, which included the very first port of the original arcade game, like the true arcade game, and it was really great to play the original Killer Instinct on the Xbox One. Planning on getting Crimson Dragon, hadn't got it yet. It kind of got some mediocre reviews, but I'm a big fan of Panzer Dragoon, so I'm really excited to play that. Alright, last but definitely not least, I got the Zelda 3DS XL edition, and I'm really impressed with this system. Not only does it look great, but having the bigger screen really makes so much difference on where you can hold it and still get the 3D effect, and being able to hold it farther away was a big deal to me. I had the original 3DS, and I wanted something bigger. The only complaint I have is when they upgraded to the 3DS XL, they didn't add another analog stick, and I think that's something they really missed the boat on, is having 2 analog sticks on their system, because playing games like Resident Evil Revelations is pretty much impossible. For all you hardcore Zelda fans, you've got to go out and get A Link Between Two Worlds. An amazing game. This is what you've been waiting for. And, it's definitely for the people who love A Link to the Past on, the Super Nintendo. But a great game. Definitely a great system. I collect Zelda stuff, so definitely glad to own that. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. If you have any questions about the Xbox One, any of the games, or the controller, please leave it in the comment section down below. Or if you got the 3DS XL Zelda Edition, let me know what you think of it down below. Guys, don't forget to like the video, and as always, we'll see you next time.